Four people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
We're rolling.
In recording?
Sure?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Why does Rush get to be in charge of rolling
I
and
don't know.
recording?
I want to press the buttons.
You can come over here and
You
push
can,
the button.
push the
I
button.
don't feel like getting out.
And that's why I push the button.
Exactly. Yeah. Tell us, Brady, does a fan out there have a question for us?
Sarah D reached out on Spotify. She says, "Hey, huge fan of the show and the podcast. I was re-listening to some old episodes, including You're a Wizard, Gary. And I think Jenni should help us out with naming some Lord of the Rings characters."
Nice,
Oh,
okay.
God.
Yeah.
Like
The
how
main
so?
guy. Yeah, you know the main guy,
Yeah.
right?
Frodo?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's good.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
How about that?
All right.
Now you're just getting started.
Yeah.
Frodo.
Yeah.
Frodo and...
I accidentally just typed into Google Lord of the Rigs, which is a very different show.
Does it have to do with big trucks?
No, they're just sitting there hacking darts all day.
Okay, I don't know any other...
Okay, what about the old guy with the big beard?
Yeah.
Oh, his name is...
Oh, God. I'd be struggling like
hang on.
Jenni right now.
Is...
I actually know the answer. I've never seen
Do
The Lord
you?
of the Rings yet.
Okay. I'll take a stab after her.
Okay. It is Maristolis.
Yes.
Maristolis.
Maristolis.
That's what I was going to say.
Aristotle.
Yeah, and what is his famous line?
Oh. You're a wizard, Frodo.
A lot of people were really confused with Harry Potter and the crossover.
Yeah, it was the crossover. Yeah. Uh-huh. I think you might be thinking of Gandalf.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is,
Yeah.
Gandalf.
But he
yes.
also goes by Maristolis.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. We're gonna have the whole debate here like Rudolph.
Yeah.
It's Gandalf, not Gandalf.
I see. I say
It is
Gandalf.
Gandalf. There's an L in it.
Yeah, but you don't say it like that.
No,
Yeah,
Exactly,
you do,
it's
because it's the
Gandalf.
word.
You also
It's
don't
not
say
Gandalf.
almond.
You do say almond.
say almond.
No, you say
have an
almond.
I'll have an almond.
Yeah.
No,
Almond.
it's not
Almonds.
AWMOND.
No,
It's
but no one
AL.
says
It's almond.
almond.
I do.
Almond.
Almond.
That's weird.
Almond.
Rudolph. Gandalf.
Okay, so Jenni's got to name the one last big character
God.
Yeah.
on the Lord of the Rings series.
Can you
Okay.
describe what this?
Sure, he's
character-
like the guy who has the ring. The guy
Yeah,
who says,
he's looking
"My precious."
for the ring. Yeah, he's looking for that ring.
Oh, is he like? Does he have like no hair?
Yeah.
Like really creepy
Yeah,
looking
no
dude?
hair.
You're there.
All right.
Yeah.
He looks like Brady.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he looks like he's dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
okay.
Brady.
Kind of, yeah.
All right. His name is.
Take off your shirt, Brady.
I wonder if he also drinks a lot of Bud Light.
Oh God. Okay. His name is obviously Supricitus.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and of
right.
course he says, right, Supricitus.
You are the world, and I am.
But he uses that voice.
Yeah.
Oh yes. You are the world, and I am not.
That's right. That's what Supricitus says.
Right, yeah. I already gave you the line, too. It's my precious.
Yeah.
But his other line.
His other
His
line
other line
is
I
you-
gave you.
Yeah.
What was it
You are
again,
the
Jenni?
world, and I
Yeah.
am not.
And I am not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, Supricitus.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Gollum.
Gollum. I would never know.
Hey, I'm impressed you got Frodo.
Yeah.
That's
I have
true.
no
Seriously,
idea how you got that.
I don't even know how that came to
I
me.
think it was accidental.
It was. It fully
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
It really was. Like I had no idea. It was thrown it out. Heard it somewhere.
Yep.
See
What
if
if
it
we
sticks.
found out that Jenni LARPs on the weekends?
Maybe she does. Yeah. And her name is Supricitus.
I would love that. I would be so excited.
Oh, don't get
She
your
walks
hopes up,
around
guys.
saying, "You are my world."
All right, let's begin this Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Next time you get a massage, maybe settle for, medium pressure. Listen to this. A 26-year-old guy in China almost died from a neck massage that was a little too firm. So his neck had been hurting
Sorry, I
from
don't mean to
working
laugh.
too much. No, he's okay, so laugh away.
okay.
His neck had been hurting from working too much and sitting at his desk all day, so he booked an appointment at a local parlor.
Yeah.
He said it felt great until the masseuse did a more vigorous maneuver. That's when he felt a sharp pain in his neck, followed by a massive headache. He went to the ER the next morning after he woke up with slurred speech and numbness on the left side of his body.
Man.
Yeah, it turned out the masseuse accidentally ripped a hole in an artery leading to his brain, and then he had a stroke. Luckily, doctors treated him in time, and he's okay. They say he will make a full recovery.
Right.
He should anyway.
Are you now shell-shocked to ever get a massage again?
Yeah, so.
Probably.
And certainly saying, please stay away from my neck.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what does this massage therapist place do? Like, what do they offer him like a coupon?
Yeah.
I'm not going back there.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe
But
a
they got to
foot
do something,
massage.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't like the deep tissue massages.
Yeah.
I don't mind that in certain areas, but like the neck, that feels like it would be really painful.
It is, yeah, and just worrisome. There's lots that can go wrong.
I
there.
never know how hard to tell them to massage me.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the area too. Like if it's
I know.
your shoulder or something, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody going hard on my neck.
But sometimes, like, hard is sort of the good thing,
Yep.
and then it's too much. But then I go, okay, that's a lot. But then I go, maybe I need that, so I
Yeah.
should shut up. And I'm battling the
If
whole
you
You can
depends
time.
on what
isolate
you're
that
doing.
entire
Everything
that would
was
be-
getting
Thank you
isolated.
so much.
Rushy and tucked all over the end.
yeah, sorry.
It was a rare Mauler isolation.
It was.
He didn't want me to have one.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't. But I always feel bad asking them to go harder. Oh, there it is.
Okay, that
hang on
would
to
work.
that.
Whole
I stayed quiet.
See,
that time.
Rush, you see what I did? I was quiet.
That was good.
Well done.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like I just don't want them to work too hard. Like
Well,
I feel
usually
bad.
they ask you at the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're too sweet, Jenny. Like they're good at this.
It
Yeah,
also
I
depends
know.
on what you're there for. Like, are you
Yeah.
there for a relaxing massage,
Right.
or are you
Right.
there? Is it work?
Yeah.
And if you're actually trying to get muscles worked out, then
Right.
yeah, it's not
It's
going to
funny.
be comfortable.
They're all very professional. They're all amazing at their jobs. But sometimes when they're doing it, you go, do they even know what they're doing?
Are they guessing that there's something going on
Is that
there?
their elbow right now? Because what is that? And it's not feeling good.
Especially, I'm such a sucker for like the weird massage, like the beach vacation massage from like someone with a random table. When we were in Amsterdam, it was like raining one day, and they had one of those like 15-minute massage places.
Yeah.
And so we both went in. We're like, why not? 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes to kill. We went. We're wearing wet jeans. They didn't even have us take our jeans off.
Oh, I thought they gave you wet jeans.
Yeah, here,
That's
sir,
a dog
put these
massage.
on.
Yeah.
No, it was like terrible, but we always get random massages like every time we travel.
It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I think you feel like you're rolling the dice with that. You never
Yeah.
know what you're walking into in Europe.
100%. Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
I guess so.
How much would that have run you? Like, what's a 15-minute street massage?
Yeah, maybe $20
Yeah,
at
that's not
most.
bad.
At
Okay.
most, yeah. Yeah, it was
Okay.
very, very affordable.
That's worth it. Yeah,
For sure.
I'd roll the dice on that.
Does anybody ever get those? You can get the 15-minute massages at airports. They always have those.
Yes.
No, I
But-
don't.
I don't want to be on display.
No.
Yeah,
because
that's exactly
You
it.
really
Yeah.
feel like you're in the middle of the action there.
Yes.
And yeah, you can't see what's going on. And somebody's
Exactly.
rubbing your neck, and it's
Yeah.
just weird.
Yeah, no. If it was in a private room or something, I think I'd be more inclined to. If I had time to kill, what the
Yeah.
heck? But when you've got 8 million people walking by you, rolling
You're in front of
luggage
Sombrero Pizza.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, how self-conscious would you be getting a massage done here on the show with all of us sitting here?
oh, I'd be fine with it. I've cuddled
Oh,
in
yeah?
front of you
That's
guys.
true.
You guys,
No, but
yeah.
you've been fully dressed cuddling.
Yeah. Oh, I see what
Like,
you mean.
I
If
mean,
I'm,
Well, I mean,
on the bed.
if you're covered up, that helps.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
you're
helps.
not changing in front of us.
No.
No, but you're sort of covered up, but then they pull the
they
sheet
pull the
down.
thing
and,
down,
yeah.
and oh, if I've got side boob going on, I don't want you guys seeing that. No way.
Brady, I know
when we come
you
back
feel
from that.
Are you
comfortable.
kidding? I would love that. I would love it.
Yeah, like it would be. I'd be fine with it.
Would you?
It's weird, but
would you
I'd,
be self-conscious of moan and groans that you might?
Oh,
let
I
out?
don't moan and
I
groan.
wouldn't moan and groan.
Oh,
No,
I do.
I would
do you? You're a
probably
moaner and a groaner?
Really?
Oh no.
How loud do you moan and groan?
No, the only thing I'm guilty of is
Yeah.
actually snoring. Like I'll
Yeah.
fall
Oh
asleep
yes,
Oh, no.
yeah.
That can happen.
and I'll wake myself up snoring.
Yeah.
And
You get to that place where you're not fully asleep, but you're sort
Yes.
of you're sort
Yeah.
of between zones,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you hear yourself snoring, you're
yes.
like,
Yes.
and then you try to play it off like you were coughing. Or
well, no,
something. Yeah.
I tell them right. My thing for the last couple of years, as soon as I lie down, I go, I'm probably going to fall asleep. Just
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah.
And then
Is-
I'm covered.
and that's actually a
And
nice
also
way.
because I don't want to talk to
And
them.
that's a nice way of saying I don't want to talk. So,
Yes.
I've still never had. I've had a bunch of massages in my life. I've never a single time had someone who talks.
Well, I
Oh.
don't
Time.
encourage you going to a massage with my wife, but go
Okay.
with my wife.
Yeah.
All they do is talk to her every time,
But then
everywhere.
how is that relaxing?
I don't know.
No.
My
I
wife
wouldn't
has
want that.
the same situation. Like she
Yeah?
talks, she'll have great conversations and
Oh.
stuff like
Does she
I.
But Ruth
want
doesn't.
to?
Yeah, Ruth doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, no, she's fine. Well, our massage therapist is sort of a friend too. So,
Okay.
but that's like they're closer and they catch up during massages.
Oh
and stuff.
man, I would hate that.
But again,
No.
like it's not. We're not going for their work massages, not
Yeah.
for relaxation.
right.
Yeah, but even work, I
So-
don't want to talk.
Yeah.
just work on my
Yeah,
back.
100%.
Exactly.
I
I
wanna
want to fall
relax.
asleep. I want
Yeah.
to try to fall asleep. Yes. Oh, I get
Sometimes
it.
you put like music in. I put podcasts in.
No, I don't do
And
that.
then I'll just sort of
AirPods?
Yeah, like AirPods
Oh.
in, and then I'll throw a podcast or I'll throw music or whatever.
I would feel uncomfortable going in, just putting like AirPods in or something.
Why?
If they have music playing, then that's fine. And if
Yeah.
I don't talk, but if I'm going in there and putting headphones on,
I'd do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I just last week the girl had I had one last week, and she had like kind of modern music on. It wasn't spa-y music, and I was like right into it.
Yeah.
Really? See,
Interesting.
I like this spa music. I like this. This is what makes me drift off, and it's
Turn
so
this
different.
up for a second.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
sure.
So this is what you want to hear?
Oh, for sure. Anything
banger.
like
I
this.
don't mind it.
It is
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah.
What if you had some
alright.
like modern spa music? What if Post Malone has a verse or something?
Like if this was the same song for an hour, would you know?
No.
No.
And I wouldn't care.
Which is nice, yeah. Actually, you don't want it to change.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I like the consistency of it.
What did she was playing something? It wasn't her playlist or whatever. She was playing something in the middle. She whispers in my ear, "I'm sorry about this." That's the song that was playing.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Pink Pony Club.
no, that I wouldn't have minded, but it was something that I think it was. Is there a song by?
you also hope that she's talking about
Exactly.
the music.
Yes.
That's an
Worry what-
assumption.
what's gonna
I don't want
happen.
someone
Coming.
just saying that. I'm sorry about this.
Yeah. What are you about to do?
Well, I'm open to anything.
I might clench. I'm just saying. I don't know what's happening.
Or unclench.
Or unclench.
Who
yeah.
knows?
No, I think it was Yaz Situation. Is that a song, Rush?
Could be.
Situation by Yaz.
I don't know.
I
These
think-
are words.
Who's Yaz?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I think it was playing.
You Shazammed it.
Maybe she did. No, it was playing. I think she goes, "I'm sorry about this." And I said, "Oh, I think that's Yaz. It's okay." And I was like,
There you go.
I
Yeah.
realized I was in some sort of drunken state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was it.
No, this is way
This
too.
is an awful
No.
song
This
for a
is-
massage.
Definitely not a
terrible.
massage song, yeah.
No. Now, did she start massaging to the beat?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, this came on, and the rest of the mix was kind of slow and melodic. And then this, maybe that's why she apologized,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this is really upbeat.
I can
Yeah.
get yes.
Yeah.
This is a weird choice.
Playlist got put on that day. That's so weird.
Exactly. Who accidentally added to Q?
Yeah.
Yaz Situation. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but it
bizarre.
was even worse. Like, it was dark. We were 20 minutes into it. It's quiet. And she goes, "I'm sorry about this." And I go, "Oh, it's Yaz Situation."
Maybe it wasn't on the playlist. Maybe Yaz actually came in and it was live.
Oh,
That explains
That's why
she was apologizing. Yeah.
Checking out Yaz tour
Yeah.
dates, massage parlors all over North America.
Oh, that's so uncomfortable.
so weird.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Have you ever watched a horse race and thought, big deal, I could do that? Not jockeying
Yes.
the horse, but like outrunning the horses?
Yeah.
Oh, outrunning the horse.
Not quite. No.
I could do
Well,
that.
there's a new poll out on Running Swagger where
Uh-huh.
2,000 people were apparently asked which animals they thought they'd be able to outrun.
A turtle.
Okay, yes. Yeah. And 2% believe they could outrun a horse in a 100-meter dash.
No.
For what it's worth, the fastest horse ever recorded managed a speed of more than 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, no.
And Usain Bolt's fastest speed was 28 miles per hour.
You're not outrunning
Well, yeah,
the
there's
horse.
just no chance.
No.
27% of people are confident they could outrun a crocodile, which can run around 10 miles per hour on land. 20% believe they could outrun an elephant, which can run more than 20 miles per hour.
No, they're quick.
Yeah.
fast,
Another 11% of people think they could outsprint a house cat for around 30
No.
feet. No. Even if a cat would be able to outlast them for a full 100 meters.
No, cats are faster than you are.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's not many animals that
Yeah.
We're
can't
not,
run.
in terms of animals, we're not very fast.
No.
I
But
have
we
a
have
shot
good
at all of
endurance,
those.
though.
So.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I get it, yeah.
The crocodile for sure.
No.
think so?
Here we go.
I don't think so.
Do you know why? He would
He would
zigzag.
Zigzag.
Yeah. It would be hard for a crocodile to zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would
Can
it
you
be
imagine?
hard for a crocodile to zigzag?
Yeah.
I think so. Because it's
Why?
got such a long, flat body.
Yeah.
It would have to
Okay.
Yeah.
think of like if you put cones down, it would be so hard for it to pivot.
Right.
around
Yeah.
Okay.
cones.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Thank you.
And their legs are very short.
Thank you.
If I was taking a crocodile, I'd like you to put cones down.
Yeah.
and have a start and a finish. I get it.
Yeah. No, that's
So you're
good.
saying I have a shot?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Zigzagging against a crocodile with cones set up,
Yeah.
you'd have a shot.
Yes.
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 You
I-
disqualify the crocodile if you knocked over a cone? Yes.
Yes, but also I would also disqualify you if you knocked down a cone.
I would not.
No.
I would.
I think
be,
you might knock down a cone.
Yeah.
No, I'd be agile.
Also, how long is this race? The longer it is, the more favors the crocodile.
You think so?
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't think a crocodile. I think a crocodile would be quick, but in like a short burst.
I think
you know what
Mauler
mean?
would get cocky. And I think then the
Now, wait a
crocodile would catch
second.
up.
Are the crocodile and I separate? Like the crocodile's not coming after me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
chasing you, right?
No,
No,
Okay,
it's
two
we're
different-
racing.
okay.
beside
all right.
each other. Yeah.
Yes. So I
Okay.
have no fear of the crocodile.
No,
Right?
I would say there's no fear of the crocodile.
Yeah, okay.
You're just afraid of losing. Yeah.
An American
Yeah.
crocodile can run 32 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
That's
But
really
not
fast.
zigzagging
Yeah,
though.
and again, even still,
Can
And,
it-
and Jenny, as soon as a cone
Crocodile.
goes down, I'm the winner.
how tight is the zigzag too?
I don't know. That's up
'Cause
to you
if it's-
guys, but it doesn't matter to me.
You're right, and also Mauler, you're blowing out a knee for sure.
Absolutely.
Like on your third
Why?
zig.
Yeah.
You know,
Why?
because there's a lot of. When was the last time you zigzagged?
Oh, what day
Okay,
is it?
crocodiles can move in a zigzag pattern, but it's not a reliable way to escape them, as they can also move quickly in a straight line.
Yeah.
So you're
You're
not,
done.
Yeah, you're done.
But that's no.
Yeah, but we're talking about a race, not
a race.
Yeah.
He's not coming after me.
Alligator.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is he could even be easily distracted by a shiny object.
As can you.
Hey, you might have a better shot at an alligator. Alligators can move in a zigzag pattern, but they aren't particularly agile and they tire quickly.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But this is a gator, not a crocodile.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm.
I got this.
Yeah, my money's on the crocodile.
Is it really?
Absolutely.
Brady, set it up, please.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll get a croc guy on the phone.
I'll bring some cones in.
Okay,
We're all contributing.
let's do this.
And I'm going to tape my knee. Because Brady
Okay.
thinks this is going to bust
You just
wide
gotta,
open.
you gotta stretch it up.
I
Stretch.
will. I promise you.
Just worried about your hammies, man.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A poll on bathroom emergencies, this is serious, looked at the worst
Very
possible restroom options, okay? So
is gonna be good,
can
all
you
right.
guess the number one place we don't want to go, number two?
Ooh. Oh, I'd say at a party.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
say like a gas station. Those
Yeah,
are
gas stations are
disgusting.
terrible. Anything in public is awful, but a party, like especially if it's like one bathroom in the place,
No,
and
see,
then
I
you know
bet
it's
you would take that over what the actual number one thing
Really?
is, a porta potty.
Oh, porta potties
Oh, yeah,
are
porta potties bad.
disgusting.
The worst restroom options, 59% of people rank them at the top. The rest of the
Especially
worst...
like a festival porta potty.
Oh,
it's
God.
it's a
Where you don't, I would
disaster.
rather not even
Well,
pee in a lot of those ones,
it's,
you know?
it's so bad.
Yeah.
And I've told the story of last summer when I had to vomit in a porta potty.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
It was
about
bad.
that.
Why didn't you vomit in like a garbage can?
Because it was a work event, and I didn't want to.
yeah.
I didn't want to just like, is that Brady puking in the forest? You know, I wanted to, just sort of slither off and do it where no
you
one would notice. And now
poor
I'm talking about it on air.
thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I had to like go on my tippy toes and like long range puke it because you can't get
You're
like.
gonna make me gag.
Sorry, I don't want to.
Oh, God.
I also love that
Okay.
some of our listeners are listening going, how many events do they do in a forest?
Not many.
You could probably narrow it down if you
Yeah,
had
you can.
to.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
totally figure out which event this was and why I was a little
Yes.
hungover that morning.
Okay, so the next are gas station bathrooms,
Yes.
toilets at public parks, restrooms at crowded concerts, and toilets on buses and trains.
Oh, that's bad. Bus or
Airplane
train's
bathrooms
bad.
just missed the top 5 in 6th
Yeah,
place.
Airplane can
airplane
be
bathroom
gross.
can be gross,
They
but
can.
considering how many people are in there
Yeah.
constantly, it's not bad. Like
Everybody's
they suck
pretty
the air out.
respectful, which
but
is
I think it's
nice.
also it's the air filtration in
Yes,
there must
yeah.
be like insane.
Amazing. That's
you know?
very, very true. A few more stats from the survey, guys. The top 3 things that gross us out in public bathrooms are people not flushing, when they miss the toilet completely, and wet or messy floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're just like standing in
Oh,
urine.
yeah.
God, it's so bad. I
is
can't.
really bad.
My body like doesn't
No,
allow me to unless
perform.
it's like a super emergency.
Right.
My body just knows. Like,
No, exactly.
It ain't-
Can't,
it ain't happening.
Can you speak on behalf of the female population
Sure.
on this one?
I can try.
Do most women sky pee, or is that not a thing?
It depends where. Like,
Okay.
it definitely depends where. Porta potties, yeah.
Sky
I
pee?
think
Sky
they
peeing,
sky
yeah.
pee.
So do you-
And if
do you
it just
even-
looks dirty, you sky pee.
Do you
if
put
it
the
looks
seat
clean,
up
you don't.
then to
No,
sky pee?
No.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because then I have to touch the seat.
Oh, you just don't
Yeah, but
move
you can
with
do it
your
with
foot?
like your.
Yeah, I guess I could, but no, I just sky.
But
is
wouldn't you
sky.
ever hit the seat if
No,
you're sky
man.
peeing?
Well, no, we're not reckless.
I don't know.
I just get a good stream going. You're fine.
I thought it was like irrigation. Like it
Yeah.
was just like everywhere. No?
Oh, no. Well, not for me. Maybe I shouldn't speak on behalf of. But no,
know.
I've never had that problem.
Even a couple little dribbles. You'd think
Well, we're not
just
4 feet in the air.
I think you scale up the size.
That's not what you do.
I think you're like
Then
Spider-Man.
how are you? Yeah. I don't really understand female anatomy.
Yeah,
I'll be-
nor do I.
to begin with, so I
No,
don't
as
really know
long
what
as
you need
your
to do.
butt doesn't
Yeah.
touch the seat, you're still hovering, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then sometimes though, like I won't hover high enough, and then I will get a little cheek to seat action, and it's just like, no, what have I done?
Yeah.
You know,
and
yeah.
then
it's the
sandpaper
worst.
that when you get home.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Just bathe in Lysol. Oh, that's tough. Yeah. I will say I do love a good urinal, and like we rented an Airbnb when we were in South Africa recently, and it had a urinal. It was just like a normal place.
Yeah.
It had a urinal next to the toilet.
That's great.
Is
Not
that
bad,
more of a
man.
European thing?
no,
Too? No.
I think I just don't know why they
Or
had
maybe
it.
an African
I don't think
thing.
so.
No?
I've never really seen it. One other Airbnb I had here in town had a urinal randomly.
Okay.
I think it's a great touch.
It's
If
just
I
a
was
great
designing
upgrade.
a house, I would love a urinal.
Sure.
Why
Maybe
not?
like in a basement man
Sure.
cave kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if you're
And, like,
like
In your
your
main level
ensuite.
bathroom?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you don't want that.
Why not?
Because you've got guests. No, you've got a urinal on display all the time.
So
It's just
it smells fine.
unnecessary
You put a puck
porcelain.
in there.
No, no.
That's really trash.
I think unless you had it hidden somehow,
Yeah.
having it out in
That-
the open
that's
is,
true, you could
is
do.
not a good
I
look.
think it's better than a trough, but I might put a trough in too.
I actually think a trough would look better. You could at least have it decorative.
Trough,
What?
sure.
A small
decorative
trough?
What
trough.
are we even talking
Oh,
about
wow.
here?
What about like
No.
a designer trough?
Yeah.
Oh, if I won the lottery, I would get myself a cool designer. You could have someone like out of porcelain make like a really neat.
But the whole idea of a trough is you have multiple people going at the same time.
Sure.
Usually at home, it
Brady
would
and his buddies are very close.
Oh my
We are
god.
very close.
Oh my god.
How cool would it like a trough in a man cave?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
long
a quick
as I
little
don't have to-
intermission
And I
pee, you
know-
know, or
and I
commercial
know-
break,
Let's
and
go, boys.
everybody runs.
Yeah.
You know.
You and your buddies would have sword fights too.
Oh,
It's
you
just-
would. You'd have little games like hit the bullseye
Oh,
at the bottom
Yeah.
of the trough.
In some, you might not know this, Jenny, but in some urinals they have like different games.
You
things that
told
you
me
can,
about this,
yeah.
which is-
so
feels very
it'll be like a
unfair.
soccer ball on a ball and a net, and so
Yeah.
you have to hit the ball. A lot of fun. How
It's
in my
gonna be,
trough
uh,
I can have a bunch of different bullseyes.
I feel
It'd
very
be,
left out.
Amazing to see you grow up one day.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think it'll be wild. I think my kids will be like, Dad, we're not getting a trough.
Exactly.
And you're not gonna have a
Yes.
bullseye.
Yes, exactly. Oh my.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
All right, we're going to go back to awkward times.
Okay.
Let's close our eyes and pretend we're back in grade 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
High
What are we
school.
doing here?
There it is.
No, not last week, Brady. Grade 9. Grade 9. That's what we're doing. And maybe I'm the only one here that felt awkward, but I was not picked a lot in gym class. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
kind of the last pick. You
Yeah.
got anybody else suffer that? No.
No.
You guys were all
was
picked
okay.
right
That was
off?
okay. I wasn't the first pick by any
No,
stretch.
I
but-
wasn't the first pick, but I wasn't the last.
Were you guys ever the captain who was picking?
Yeah,
Okay.
at times.
Yeah, yeah.
A few times. Sure.
There's stress in that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is.
God,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
leave
okay,
anybody
shut
out.
up.
Yeah.
Well, someone asked the internet, and we love the internet for these kinds of questions. What examples of being picked last in gym class are there as an adult now?
Oh, that's fun.
okay.
That's a great question.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if you think these are equivalents, okay? For example, getting invited out to be the designated driver.
Oh, that's well.
You don't know what that feels like, Brady.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
But who does that? Who's like, hey, you want to come out only if you drive us home?
Well, if you have a friend that doesn't drink,
Yeah, like I would be asked to do
Yeah.
that all the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
I guess, but then in that case, that's just they're just inviting you out, right? Because you are not going to drink
Are
no matter
they?
what,
But
right?
are they inviting you out because of that? That's
Exactly.
the thing here. Or are they
Yeah.
inviting you out because they like your company or
Yeah.
because they want to save money on an Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to have so much trauma with this list. Friends wanting a group photo together and handing you the phone.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, no.
Don't Don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that would hurt.
And then say, oh, it's because you take great pictures.
People talking about party plans in front of you and not inviting you.
Well, that's just me.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That feels like high school stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that feels like it's purposeful if it's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see that happening though? Maybe like in a lunchroom at work, like, you know what I mean? Somebody sort of sitting in the kitchen.
Right.
And maybe overhearing that and just, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But like just be
I
nice.
wouldn't do it.
No.
Everyone going out for lunch at work and not asking you to join.
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially if that's a work thing. Then
Yeah.
whoever's the boss or someone has to make sure that everybody feels included.
Yeah,
You know?
because I mean that feels like you would hope it's an oversight.
You know, it's weird though. Like we've all been in this position when it comes to, for example, weddings. Yeah, I mean, you invite certain people, and then
Right.
at some point you have to cut people
Exactly.
off.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's tough.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
a
look at
weird
him.
line,
That's
right?
a hard thing, especially in our office, right?
Yeah.
Because you are close to a lot of people.
Sure.
But are you close enough for wedding invites? Like
Yeah.
you have to. You can't invite the whole office. You have to
Right.
stop at somewhere.
And that's
Exactly.
and,
Yeah.
and you can't take it personally. You just
No.
have to be like, okay, well, you know, there are numbers, and you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to weddings and having, done our wedding. I don't take anything personally when it comes to
No.
weddings. Because
No.
you have to draw that line somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being sat at the randoms table at a wedding.
Oh, the randoms. Oh.
when you don't know you're at the random table until
Yeah.
you're actually there.
Oh no! Yeah, you know you're at the random table. When you look around and you're like, all these people, no one knows each other.
And then an
Well,
8-year-old.
That's what I mean. Like you don't know going there it's going to happen. You
Right.
just sit there and you're like, oh,
I also think it's on, maybe I'm going to be alone on this. I think it's on the bride and groom or the groom and groom or the bride and bride to give you a heads up as to who you're sitting with before you actually arrive at the wedding.
No way.
I think it's very mean to arrive there and all your friends are sitting at the one table and you're sitting over with Uncle Larry.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know.
If you
Yeah.
are being put on that table, yeah. But I also think it could be a compliment that they're putting you there because they know that you
Yes.
can get along
That's
with
true.
everybody else.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were making our tables, you have to think about because you are going to have randoms. You're going to have people that don't know anybody
From out
else.
of town,
You have to
and
put them with other people that are going to be able to socialize with them and get along.
Or
Yeah,
just
you-
let people sit where they want to sit. That's what we did.
well, yeah,
Well,
you can do
that's
that
also
too, but that's
Thunderdome.
tough. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
It can
Yeah.
be.
Was it Thunderdome at my wedding?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, we were fighting like cats
Oh,
and
you were?
dogs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ate my dinner in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
I lost 3 teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ate in the kitchen with the caterers.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, no, you have no idea.
It's
You
terrible,
were
guys.
so
I'm
selfish that
sorry.
day.
I know. Was I ever? I had no idea.
Yeah, we were all talking about it.
When you're the only one who always has to drop behind when the path is too narrow for 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
It means that you're not right in on the conversation
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts. Nobody. So this is like, what are the examples of being picked last in gym class as an adult? Nobody eating your dish at a potluck.
Oh, that would sting. I
Yeah.
would hate that.
Would it
Yeah.
really? See, that one I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care? Oh, I love feeding people. And if nobody,
Yeah.
if everybody, like, there's
Yeah.
one scoop
That's
out
fair.
of it.
Yeah. Also, you're
Ooh.
making homemade food. I'm bringing buns.
Yeah.
You know, it's different.
I
You are
feel
the
like
fun
it's
guy.
worse
Yeah.
too if there's one scoop gone and rather than it not be touched.
Exactly.
Because if
That
Oh,
means
it's
nobody
even
went
worse
back.
if there's one scoop out, and then as you're putting away the plates, that scoop is still on
Still
somebody's
on-
plate.
Yes.
Oh man.
Because it was
Totally.
that bad,
Oh,
then,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
And Brady, you don't bring buns. You bring day-old cookies.
That's true. Yeah.
You bring bargain bin cookies.
No, not bargain bin. They're on sale, sure, but they're good cookies, and maybe I've had a couple of them prior to the lunch,
right.
and that's fine.
I couldn't believe you did that.
Quality
Yes.
control, baby.
And yes, you could absolutely believe he did it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. When you've told someone multiple times, but they still say, "Hey, nice to meet you."
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like I'm
bad.
guilty of that though.
Yeah.
Like I'm so bad with like, do I know them or have I seen them somewhere?
But I
How many
told
times
you
have I
the
met
hack
them?
on this is you always say,
Nice to see you.
"Nice to see you."
I
again.
do that
Yes.
now.
Yeah,
I do
never
that.
say
yes.
meet.
No.
Yeah, you're
Never.
right.
No.
Sometimes I feel like the president because SB will go and whisper in my ear. She'll be like, Chelsea, you know her from the party 2 years ago, Halloween. And I'll be like, thank you. And then I'll go, hey, Chelsea, how are you? It's good to see you. How are things since Halloween? She'll always whisper little things in my head so I know who
Yeah.
I'm talking to.
She has so much power.
She
Right?
Yeah.
she really does.
Because if you've pissed her off at one point, man, she can ruin you.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice in real time?
Yeah.
eh?
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah.
God, so
Who's
good.
Chelsea?
And what happened on Halloween?
Sort of like the other thing with the randoms table, being seated at the kids' table.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I would,
that's
but I
bad.
would rather be at the kids' table than the randoms table.
Really? Oh,
See,
no.
the random table, because if you're the kind of person that just loves meeting people and loves making new
I
friends,
don't.
yeah, but
Right.
some people do, and they're fine there. Nobody wants to be at the kids' table
Because
when
then
they're
you're
not a kid.
babysitting and you're eating
Well, it
chicken
depends.
fingers
That's
with
exactly
them.
it.
Are
And,
they 6 or are they like 14? You know
Right.
what I mean? There's a difference.
There could
Because
be
if they're
a mix.
14, they're just all on their phones, so it doesn't matter
Sure,
to me.
but
Yeah.
if they're 34, then that's not good.
What, 34-year-old kids?
If you're a 34-year-old and you're sat at the kids' table, then that's
Yeah,
not
no.
good. You don't want to be there.
No.
Being picked last at the pickleball court, does that happen?
Oh, I
I've
don't
never
know.
been to a pickleball court.
And don't you just show up with the person you're playing with?
Yeah, usually.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think people just show up looking for a game.
This is a very direct thing.
Yeah.
Direct
Maybe they
correlation
do,
to get
though.
picked last.
There's clubs. There's pickleball clubs.
Sure.
So, yeah, maybe.
And finally, being picked last at a swingers event.
Oh,
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
that would.
That would really kill the ego.
Yeah, when your keys are going back in the bowl, that's not good.
Like at that point, I think you'd almost want to leave.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I'm grabbing my pineapple and I'm getting out of here.
Brady,
What?
Brady, come on.
No, it's a thing.
There's people having pineapple for breakfast. Stop it right now.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
All right, here's a name you don't hear too often on the show or in general in life. Jessica
Okay.
Simpson
Oh, yeah, I follow her.
on Insta.
On Insta, yeah.
Yeah, like what a weird career this woman has had.
Yeah. She's like wildly successful with her brand.
Right.
Yeah.
So she started off, try and go back in time with me.
Okay.
I'd say she started
She was
off.
a pop singer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the late 90s, maybe 97, 98 is when she hit.
Yeah.
And then she fell in love with Nick right away.
Right,
and they
Nick
got
Lachey.
married in around that time.
Yeah.
Then
Then they
got
had the show.
The MTV show.
Yeah.
favorite.
Newlyweds.
Yeah.
You loved it?
Chicken of the Sea. My
Yeah.
friend.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
Love it. I love it.
It didn't last as long as I thought it did. when
Maybe
I
it
look
was
back.
three
Only a
seasons?
2 or 3 seasons,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Two.
Yeah.
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 And then what happened after? Then she made a few movies that just all bombed at the box
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And
I
then
lost track of her.
Well, her and
after
Nick
that.
separated.
Yeah.
Then she did some movies. She tried the music thing, wasn't taking off. Then
Yeah.
she met her ex-husband,
The football player.
The football player.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got married, had 3 or 4 kids, I think.
Yep.
Three, maybe?
Yeah, 3 kids, and and
That's where she
about
is
it.
now.
But
For
no,
like
she
20
started
years
her-
they were together
Yes,
or something, right?
Yeah,
Or 15?
15, I want to say 13 or something. But she also had the Jessica Simpson brand, like clothing and shoes
Yeah.
Right.
and
So
whatever.
she's
and
been busy
accessories.
doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's been very busy behind the scenes
Which
with
is
that.
a $1 billion company,
yeah,
right? Okay.
exactly.
And her sister not really
Ashley?
do much, and
No.
then her dad is her dad nuts.
No, less nuts than I think the whole Britney idea, from what we know
Okay.
about. But I
thought
think
Joe Simpson was a little crazy.
he's a little odd.
There
I
were
think.
some issues. I don't remember exactly what they were, but there were some
Yeah.
issues, yeah.
But
Okay.
she's come out since, I think, to say they sort of buried the hatchet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she's now divorcing this guy.
Eric, yeah.
Okay. Are they divorced? Or
Yeah,
I think
they're
they're divorced now,
separated.
yes.
Like, I think,
Okay.
yeah.
And now she's in the country music world.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Are
caught
we
up.
all caught up?
We're
I
caught
think
up.
so. That's pretty much
Is there
it.
anything
Yeah.
else going on her Instagram that we should know
I
about?
think there's some people that are concerned that she's back to drinking.
Oh.
She's very slurry in some of her videos,
okay.
and I definitely noticed that as well. So I hope that's not the case. But
boy.
yeah, you never know.
Well, this is making headlines for Jessica, and when I see her name, I go, "Oh, I hope everything's okay." But we'll see what it is after I tell you. Jessica Simpson, I guess, drinks Chinese herbal cocktails
Okay.
to preserve her voice.
Oh, yeah.
because she's still singing.
Yeah.
It was recommended by her vocal coach.
Yep.
And at first, she didn't know what was in it, but then a friend hit up Google and discovered it contains snake sperm.
Oh.
Whoa.
And she hasn't stopped using it.
No.
She posted on an Instagram video. Did you see it?
No.
Okay. That she's drinking it straight from the bottle.
Okay.
And she says, quote, "If you want good vocals, you got to drink snake sperm."
There you go.
You ever wonder where these things start? It's like
Yeah.
a guy sitting there going, "Man, my throat's scratchy. I'm gonna try some snake sperm."
Ah, perfect. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's weird.
always think that.
Where did it
idea.
start?
Thing with the facials and
Yes,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
What
Yeah.
made somebody do that the first time? I mean, the same thing with cow's milk, too. Why did we
Yeah.
think, here's what we'll do?
Right.
Like, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
And look, I don't want to be super gross about all this,
Mm-hmm.
but it would have had to have started with human sperm, right? Like any of that stuff, I would think started then, and then they said,
Oh.
"I wonder if the same stuff would be in snake
But then
sperm
couldn't
or
it
would
be just any sperm?
Yeah.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but
Why
I
did they
don't
go
know.
with snake sperm?
I don't know, maybe, but Yeah.
I don't know.
But how do you?
I-
I was going to say, how do you do that to a snake? Oh God!
Yeah.
How do you do that to a snake?
Buy dinner first.
Some of them you don't have to even buy dinner.
That's true.
No, no, I don't. How do you do that? And why would they go with a snake over something that obviously has something a little more?
Right, that might
Yeah.
be easier to, but maybe the snake takes care of it himself. Itself.
Maybe. I don't know.
How would you know?
Give it a magazine.
Snakes in provocative poses, and
Yeah.
It's a pretty retro snake.
an anaconda choking someone out. Oh my God!
Oh boy.
Hey, we don't judge what the thing is.
Yes, we do.
No, not the
Yes, we
snakes.
do. So, I mean, we've heard. Who was it? Was it recently Gwyneth Paltrow or somebody else was? Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
Yes.
I think was using.
Yeah.
I don't know what
was it
kind of
salmon sperm or
yeah,
something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
That's right.
okay.
Yeah.
So we're all good with it, like across the board. Now, nothing shocks us with
No.
the
No.
animals.
No.
No, I don't
sperm
think so.
stuff.
It's fine.
All right. So why is this getting actual headlines then?
I don't know. I mean,
It's the weirdest. It must have been a quiet day.
yeah.
Shock value.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we're used to it with celebrities, but if Jenny came in tomorrow morning, Rush, and said, "Oh, look what's all over my face,"
Yeah. Yeah. What would you say?
what's the snake's name?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's phrased that way, sure. But if you told me that there was in any kind of moisturizer you used, if you went through ingredients and you found that was
Yeah.
an ingredient, that wouldn't surprise you.
Okay.
If that's the only thing you were putting on your face, that's
Right.
a different thing. And that's
Okay.
what this is too. Like it's
I
just
also
an
would love
ingredient.
it if you came in with it all over your face, and then you looked really scaly.
Yes.
I don't think it's working, Jenny.
It's part of the process.
Super fantastic.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
All right, it's that time of the week where we get to spin the wheel of fun. Brady, you're back from
Ooh,
vacation.
yeah.
Would you like to spin?
Oh, I sure would. Okay, I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit.
Okay,
all
enough
right.
with the
Hey.
stretching.
Well, I just got to
It's just a wheel.
a muscle.
Pull a hammy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
new game.
Brand new.
Ooh.
In the words of Missy Elliott, I put my thang down, flip it, and reverse it. It's your flip it flippy yen yen. It's your flip it flippy yen yen. Now it's time to play Reverse Reality on the Morning Hot Tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
It's very confusing already.
Mauler just told me the name. I have no idea how this game
well,
works. I'm gonna-
Here we go. Jenny,
Yeah.
please pay close attention.
Okay.
You already warned me once.
Yeah,
If I'm getting a second warning,
If you can just close down Amazon, that would
Okay.
be great. Thanks so much.
everything, closing all my windows.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a very popular TV show,
Okay.
but the reverse of it.
Oh, fun.
So I'll give you the title, but you have to tell me what the real TV show is from the
Oh.
reverse title.
That's fun.
Can we have an example?
I will give you an example.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are against each other, but in this one you can work together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brady, Jenny, what would building good be?
Building good would be Breaking Bad.
Correct.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay.
Building good.
Is Breaking,
Breaking
Bad.
bad. Building and breaking. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
God.
This is going to be wild.
So now when we're against each other, do we each get one or is it whoever answers first?
No.
We each get one?
You each get one.
Okay.
First
All right.
one to 3 wins.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay. And we'll start with Jenny.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And we're ready with the dings and
Yeah,
the buzzes.
we got
and
'em,
here
we
we
got
go.
'em, yeah.
And I'll count you down. I'll give you like 5 seconds.
Okay,
And if
all
you
right.
can't get it in 5 seconds,
Okay.
you're out. All right, Jenny, you're first. Enemies.
Friends.
Yes. There you go.
All
Easy.
right.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. I hope I get a layup like that.
Okay. Brady Jones.
Yeah.
On reverse reality.
Yes.
Happy women.
Angry Men. Mad Men.
Mad Men is
Mad Men.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
We're tied.
Yeah.
1-1.
You have to take his first guess. He's wrong.
She's only doing this because she's winning.
Exactly. Okay, fine, Jenny. You want to play with really strict rules?
No, I was just kidding.
Sure.
All right, Jenny, you ready?
Yeah.
Found.
Lost.
Okay.
There you
Yes.
This feels a little layup.
Oh, this is
go.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brady Jones.
Yes.
White window.
Black Mirror.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good.
Hey. Yeah. Layup-y.
Okay. All right, Jenny, you ready?
Yeah.
The B folders.
The D list.
No.
Darn.
No. The X-Files.
Oh.
The X-Files.
Is there a show called The D List, isn't there?
I think there is.
Yeah.
But we
were going for the
X-Files.
X-Files.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. I wouldn't have got that.
Thank
All
you.
right, Brady Jones.
Yeah.
The Indifference Days.
Oh, Indifference Days.
Three,
Like Focus Nights.
2, 1. Time's up. Buzz. The Wonder Years.
Wonder Year.
The Wonder Years.
Okay.
All right.
That was
okay,
hard.
That's tough.
That was
I
hard.
feel like we're getting
Yeah.
difficult here. Okay.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Endangered by the Horn.
Oh, easy.
Endangered by the horn.
Endangered by the Horn.
So you're
Can I
saved by the bell.
Yes. Okay. Now hang on.
man.
Brady gets one more.
Okay,
You can
all
tie
right.
it up
Come
here.
on. Come on.
You don't get this right.
I got this.
Jenny
I got
wins.
This. Yeah. Come on.
Girl ignores universe.
Boy Meets World.
Yes.
Wow.
All
Do we
right.
have a tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker. Now, whichever one of you yells
Who's
it out.
first?
Okay, I'm standing.
You're standing?
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Reverse reality.
Here we go.
Last one.
Come on. Give it to me.
Oh, boy. Divorced and alone.
Married with children.
Married children. Married with children.
Who said
I
that?
said it. I think I said it.
We need another one.
Okay, all right, one more.
Buzz,
Yeah.
buzz,
Oh,
buzz.
okay,
again.
all right,
Yes, it was married with children.
Okay.
Right, yes.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is chaotic.
It's chaotic. Whew, take a deep breath.
Okay.
Single valleys.
Valleys.
Single
Something
valleys.
mountains then.
Single valleys.
Married mountains.
That's what I was thinking.
3, 2,
Oh
1.
no!
Buzz.
Oh no! What is it?
Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
We'll go one more.
Okay,
One
okay.
more. We need a winner.
We got this.
You ready?
Yeah.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Reverse reality.
Yeah.
False suspect.
True crime. No. True innocence. True.
False suspect.
True criminals.
Time's up.
True crime.
Time's
True
up.
criminals.
Jenny.
True detective.
True detective.
True detective.
Oh,
should've
yes,
known
of
that.
course.
All right. One more.
That one's on us.
yeah, it is.
That was.
Yeah.
Okay. The
We got
last
this.
one.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, we got
yeah.
this.
We're either
Reverse
both
reality.
losers
It's hard when
or
we're
someone
playing
wins.
against each other.
I know.
Yeah.
The pressure.
Yeah.
And I
My
hope the
pits are
listeners are
sweaty.
playing along too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you listeners are winning.
Oh,
Totally.
absolutely.
Probably.
They always do.
How are your pits?
Oh, itchy and sweaty.
Yeah, same.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Big show.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Individual non-issues.
Individual. Oh no.
Individual non-issues.
Oh my God.
Non-issues?
Family matters.
Yes! What? I was about to buzz you.
How did you get that? I couldn't get off of team. I kept thinking team.
I was thinking group. Yeah.
Oh,
But I
well
got
done,
it. Thank
Jenny. You know what?
The
You deserved
first
it.
Thank you. I sure
Play
did.
of reverse reality, and Jenny's the
Oh,
winner.
God. I've set the bar high.
You have. Well done. Now Rush is going to come in and destroy us both.
I know. He's good at these games.
He would be.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so impressed with that
Thank
one.
you so much.
That was
I know,
really
me
good.
Too.
Now, in my defense, her first two are layups, but
Brady.
Well, that's
Brady.
a fun game.
Brady, I had to.
I know.
You know
no,
that.
that's fine. That's fine. Get her confidence up.
There you go. Reverse reality on the morning hot tub.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
All right. Well, welcome to Crush Rush. Our phone lines are down at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get that fixed with our engineers behind the scenes. So Jenny
Yeah.
is stepping up now to play Crush Rush.
All right.
Well, then I'll leave the room.
Have you guys ever taken each other
no,
on?
that's why I kind
Ever?
of wanted
This
to
has
do
never
this.
happened.
No.
Crazy.
Never.
Because I always sit in for him when he's gone. So
Yeah.
this is neat.
Wow, the dynamic's going to be crazy because if you
Oh
win,
my God, he'll never
This
hear
is
the end of
Jenny,
it.
I have
Right.
never rooted for someone harder in my life. This would be amazing.
okay,
Yes.
got to get Rush out of
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Oh, I love
And
it.
wait till he closes the door. Jenny, you know how this works, the best out of three?
You know I do,
I
yeah.
know. All right, question number 1 for Jenny. Which actor played the villainous Castor Troy in the 1997 film Face Off?
Oh,
Do you remember the movie Face Off?
Oh, I remember. It confused me. They switched faces and I kept forgetting who was who. I'm going to say, it's one of the two. So I am going to go with, oh my God, what is his name?
3 seconds
No,
left.
Jenny.
Two,
No, God, give me no. I
one.
can't.
No! Jenny!
Oh, why can't I think of his name?
Just one of the two names.
T.
John Travolta?
John Travolta.
Jenny, you can't.
It was Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. I knew it was one of the two, and I couldn't even think
And
of
he's
either
gonna
of
get
their
that
names.
one.
Of course.
Will he, though?
Well,
Yes.
it's a
He's seen
50-50
it?
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What,
Jenny, I
Jenny,
believed in you.
What Italian city is considered the birthplace of modern pizza?
Oh, I know this.
Just like the Face Off movie? What Italian city is the birthplace of modern pizza?
Oh, Venice?
No.
No, I know that's wrong.
Naples.
Okay, I knew that.
Naples.
Jenny, I'd be 2 for 2 right now. I'm just
Would
saying.
you?
Yeah, I would have got lucky with
Oh,
you.
Man,
no.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And what 20th century art movement is Salvador Dali most closely associated with?
Huh?
What 20th century art movement is Salvador Dali most closely associated with?
Art movement.
Yeah.
What is an art movement?
I can't tell you the answer.
Would you be 3 for 3?
I don't know.
The. Oh, you know what it could be?
What?
Oh my God, rare words.
Oh, no.
3,
Jenny,
2,
just say anything.
Inspirational.
What?
No, it's abstract.
No.
No?
No. But that's better
Better.
than
That's the word I
inspirational.
couldn't think of.
You're
What
thinking
is
of
it?
like, anyway.
Okay.
Surrealism.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't get that.
No, that's tough.
No.
Okay, well,
Well, I
let's
lost
see.
today.
Yeah, you did.
Now
Yeah,
I'm not going to hear the end of
definitely.
this. I'm sorry. Words are hard today for some reason.
I've never seen Jenny struggle so bad.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
This is for the record books. Jenny got 0 for
Okay.
3.
Well, I'm sure they're tough questions.
Well, not really.
Okay.
Which actor played the villainous Castor Troy in the 1997 film Face Off?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's correct for the win. The Rush Head Nation lives on!
I'm surprised Jenny had seen Face Off.
She couldn't
couldn't
name
think of it.
either
She
actor.
couldn't think either
I was,
of either of them.
I was doing this. I couldn't
Okay.
get the name in my
All right.
head. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
congratulations, Rush.
All right. Well, hey, it was a hard-fought game.
Jenny,
man.
we hate to do this, but we have to turn on that wood
I know,
chipper. You know?
I know. I deserve it.
Well, maybe God was speaking to us today with the phone lines. I'm not sure what he was saying, but
Brady, people are feeling bad for you that you didn't get to play.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe I'll break the phone lines again in the future.
join us next time for Crush Rush here on the Morning Hot Tub.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.